Hey folks, welcome to the Auman Landscape YouTube channel. Our goal is to help you become better landscape contractors, designers, installers, business people, whatever, making their YouTube debuts here. Mr. Keith and Mr. Tyler, this is going to be fun. So we're going to review a tree transplanting video that we did for a family friend, I guess, especially through my grandpa and his church. They had an old, I think it was a Buckeye tree. They wanted moved on the farm that my grandpa planted a long time ago. So we're going to kind of just walk through that, talk our way through it, see how it goes. And if you folks like this, we'll do more of it. Here we go. Okay, so here we are pulling into the job. Access was good on this one. It's a nice change of pace for some of them of late. Yeah. Access was good. Were you able to get around the whole driveway loop too? Yeah. Heck yeah, awesome.
The other part was a little muddy, but we made it through.
Yeah, we got through both sides.
Okay, cool. So again, transplanting this tree here, and thanks to Tyler for setting up the time lapse on this thing here. My beautiful steel wrist in action. Plywood, job mobilization, that's all a big deal. Trying not to destroy yards if we can avoid it. That's pretty sweet. Moving that thing around here. Getting set up there, tracking the yard a little bit, not too bad. But if we had to make that trip multiple times, we would have put down plywood for that trip in and out. So nice, hydraulic disc, quick connect on the buckets, that's so cool.
I think I painted a mark out too.
Okay, for like a circle.
That tree, so we could.
You went into this with, you guys kind of went into this with a game plan as to what you're going to do.
Yeah, I just based off 2 steps on all sides of that tree, and then just kind of made a circle. Yeah.
Now, how hard without this tilt rotator? How hard would this have been to do this, like this tidy and neat?
Impossible.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been.
Impossible.
We would have destroyed that yard.
Yeah, because I mean, you would have had to dig straight on or reposition like
every time.
Every single time you want to kind of change around. So. Our lens is dirty on the camera there, so we'll have to maybe, or is that inside the cab there?
I think that's inside the cab.
Oh gosh, YouTube rookies over here. And you got the cabling bucket on there, because we talked about digging with the 24-inch bucket.
That was just too, it would have created a monster hole that we didn't need.
Gotcha. Where are you going now?
Just to turn, so I didn't turn in the yard.
Oh, gotcha, okay.
Just to get a better angle on this thing.
Well, then that tilt rotator's useless.
Pretty much.
So we're snaking around there. How deep is that right now where you're digging?
What is that bucket?
Depth of the bucket? Yeah, I'm gonna say 18 inches.
Yeah,
for sure.
about 18 inches.
We ought to measure that thing at some point and kind of like scribe that on there so we know for that. Until we get what are the total machine control or whatever it is on there. Also too, on those things, what was I going to mention about that? Oh, obviously too, our due diligence, calling in utility locates before we did this digging, so we're not digging across a gas line or, you know, who knows what else that runs across there. Talking to the homeowner, making sure there's not a dog fence running through there, or you know, an electric line to an outbuilding or a water line, anything like that. Right? We're doing things. Now I have not watched this all the way through, by the way, so it's hard to say what we're going to come across here. Now, tree roots, were some of those of that Buckeye, do you think, or was it?
No, I think
mostly
it was
the ash tree.
Yeah, the neighboring ash tree, which somehow survived the emerald ash borer.
5 of them that survived.
Wow, that's something.
He's got the 5 last known ash trees.
In Ohio.
Yeah, really. So we're kind of needling through there with that cabling bucket. That's such a weird bucket. I haven't dug with it. Have you dug with that thing yet, Keith?
Mm-hmm.
That neat. What do you? Isn't that thing? Is that thing strange, or does it feel just like our other trenching bucket?
It's the same.
Feels the same. Yeah. Okay.
The only thing I don't like about it is the bill.
What? Well, yeah, that's what makes it.
It definitely left a smaller footprint though, as far as digging the hole.
No, it was good for
been
this.
Overkill with anything bigger.
So now that ball, that's like a 44-inch ball at this point. Do we?
We clean it up.
We'll see it. You'll whittle it down a little bit here.
Yeah.
And then the flag on the tree to indicate where client. Oh, I think that's the stakeout at distance there, straight out, isn't it?
Yeah.
For where the tree was gonna go. So okay, so you're trimming it off there a little bit.
I think I'm going deeper too, just to try and undermine it, because we are past where the roots are now. So
right.
We're just undermining that to get that thing loose, to hopefully keep that root ball intact.
Yard preservation, always a thing with most of the jobs we're on. We've always got to be, you know, keeping the yard in consideration. By the way, the guys are clocked into element time at this point, so we'll know what our man hours are on this thing exactly, which is really cool. That plywood down to pile on. Yeah, I was thinking like we'll put it in a buggy or something. That would have filled that buggy up in about 3 scoops, so that wouldn't have been a good call. So the plywood's definitely the way to go there. Good call. What was the dirt like? Looks pretty clayey out there.
It was, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad.
It was actually drier than I thought it was going to be out there too.
Once we got underneath this tree, it was all dry.
What are we doing now? Smoke break? Going to the casino?
I think we're talking about me going over and starting that other hole.
Hydraulic disconnect. Oh my gosh! Now I'm leaving the cabin. That nice, Keith.
Mm-hmm.
Beats getting out of there. All those little pincer dealies. What are you moving this stuff for?
So I can get through there.
Don't get an attitude with me, buddy. Will you just toss that thing? You just chuck it?
That's
That's how we treat our stuff around here? Alright, so now we're moving over to where the new thing is. Was there a tree there or something already?
No, that was actually, he said that they had a tree stump removed.
Oh gosh.
But it's been so long ago that it didn't matter.
Okay, well that's good.
And that's me measuring that root ball so that I can go back and make sure that that hole is perfect for that tree to go in.
Here's our homeowner, nice fella. I'll leave their names. I don't know if I actually got asked permission to even do this yet, so hopefully they're cool with this. But Keith, you tidying up the root ball there?
Yeah, just round, making it more circular.
Did you hit many like big feeder roots off that thing?
Not off the Buckeye tree, no.
No, see that's orange. Is that orange or pink paint down there? Who painted that? We did that?
Yeah, that's pink paint.
Good deal. We don't want to use orange. Looks like communication and notching around here. Look at turn that around 180. Oh my heavens, look at this. This is just out of control.
Let's just take a minute and appreciate that I actually made a round circle this time.
Yeah, I don't think I'm there yet on that machine. Keith's picking it up pretty good though too, so I'm psyched to see that. So we're notching down in there. Yep, there's those roots from that previous tree, but
I mean, they came right out. That wasn't nothing.
Thank goodness. Oh gosh, how horrible that'd have been. I'm like, yeah, one right here.
Well, that's what I was afraid of.
40-inch silver maple stump or something. My God, jeez, we can't do this. So now, what's the strategy? We're like, oh man.
Just seeing how deep and what I gotta clean out of there, and I think Keith's wrapping up that other tree.
Yeah, and you guys didn't wrap that with like a fence or a piece of wire or anything. You just raw dogged it with a piece of geofabric and some ratchet straps.
A couple straps.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I wasn't sure how that was going to go, but it held together pretty good, it sounds like.
Yeah, we didn't drop no dirt going across the yard, like that's taking it to the new hole.
Yeah, and root ball didn't collapse. Tree wasn't all shaky in its new home.
Pretty solid.
What's the soil profile through there? Is it all still just that clay all the way down, or was it some topsoil and then clay, or was it?
I mean, it was. You see me digging it right now. It's pretty soft.
I didn't think we needed shovels with tilt rotators.
You seen how much I dug out of there with the 3 shovel holes?
Yeah, I liked also the little circle dance you did there. That was cool. Let's see. Now we're moving around. Say Hunter probably edited this to where there's not too much. Was the yard looked soft, but it obviously you're not rutting, but it was making some impressions.
It wasn't too bad. I mean, most of those ruts came out.
Oh, yeah, okay. There's Mr. Cody Eckerd walking in the door, I think. Is that you, Cody?
Yeah.
How you doing, man? Come on back. Okay, so we got a root ball thing there.
We folded the fabric up too, so that.
What's up, Cody?
What's up?
We are.
Does it look like work?
No, well it is. It's a different kind of work. We're doing a voiceover on a YouTube video, and Cody here has you might be on YouTube if that's okay with you. Eckerd Excavation. So we shot a time lapse. These guys shot a time lapse of them apparently taking a break here or something, but the transplanting this tree or whatever. So, okay, so what are we doing? All right, we're back. Cody Eckerd there, checking out the Steelwrist while he's here. Tying off our ratchet. Oh, you guys want to cross it like that too with the ratchet straps there? No?
I'm just trying to get it.
Oh, we're fighting with
It's frozen.
Yeah, we put one up top and at the bottom base.
Next time we ratchet strap a tree root ball together, which the internet's going to love this, by the way.
Yeah, well, it works, so they can.
What I saw in the Marine Corps says, like, if it looks stupid but works, it isn't stupid.
Exactly.
Okay, so now the game plan is, at this point, you think the hoe will pick it up, or you know the hoe won't pick it up?
It will, but I didn't want it to fall apart.
Okay.
And I could only get it so far, so I had Keith go grab the forks, and I lifted it as he got underneath of it, and you'll see, it worked out pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's cool. That root ball's probably every bit of 400 pounds, isn't it?
Oh yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, that's a
the bucket wasn't big enough to scoop it up.
Get under it entirely,
Is why we had to do it this way.
if the forks, if you could have gotten under it, not just shattered the root ball, would you have, could you have gotten under it with the forks, do you think? And picked it up, or that'd have been asking?
It would have been a weird angle.
And for that,
I think we could have done it, but I did not want to destroy this root ball.
Right.
Because of it being grown from a seed.
Right.
Because that's...
Now we're ratchet strapping it to the bucket
that
itself.
ratchet strap did nothing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
right.
I just right out of there.
Yeah, you'd have needed to brought it up higher on the bucket.
There was nowhere to hook it on the bucket. So.
Right, yeah. You could have just tied off one of those green hoses, maybe.
Yeah, you could
Think
have.
that'll work? You could have, that's true. You definitely could have done that.
But I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, that's not recommendation level advice there. So we're off to grab the forks with that wonderful 1550. So now here comes Keith in here to snap. Oh, that's sweet. Awesome.
So that's how we just got it out of that hole.
Yeah, that's cool.
Then Keith slid his way underneath the entire thing and then took it from there.
Slithered right in there, look at that. So cool. That is awesome. Right there, that's Instagram real gold right there, buddy. Moving a tree like that. Now you just pick it up as high as the 1550 and just dump it in there? No?
We slid it in there, I think.
You didn't slam dunk it from like 6 foot up?
We thought about flipping it, but...
Oh my gosh,
Look
so
how smooth this is.
Oh man, Rico Suave in there.
Now I'm just supporting it so that...
Throwing in some bedding there, look at that. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. That tree's not even gonna know what happened.
It literally probably, if it had been during growing season, it probably wouldn't even welded on.
Yeah, I mean, root ball, look at that root ball. It looks great still. It's not shattered or
and then
collapsed.
I'll just get in there and I'll wood adjusted it so it was straight, and I still use the entire root ball to move
We're
it.
packing that dirt in layers. That's good. Definitely super important thing. Planting trees or transplanting. Heck yeah. With that grass ring around it too, you'd hardly.
Yeah, no.
Based on the finished photo I saw, it looked like, I mean, it darn near by like mid-season next year, you won't know that tree's been moved.
No, you won't.
Oh, maybe you'll have some soil settling, maybe, but a little bit, but otherwise you won't know. Yeah, and if you didn't have to prop it up with the tilt rotator, you could be feeding it with the tilt rotator from one with backfilling, which I'm guessing you're going to do here anyways, but.
I don't think.
You did it by hand, you savages? Oh my heavens.
Well, there wasn't much dirt to go in there.
The tilt rotator gods are not going to approve of that, you know that, right?
Now, if there was more dirt to go in there, yeah, we would have done it by both that. But the root ball was like damn near perfect for that hole.
Yeah. Now, for the horticulturalists, oh, this is cool. This is money right here. The horticultural purists, and some of them might argue, well, you know, backfill with the good dirt, and then some of the horticultural purists will say, really, ideally, the tree ought to just get growing into whatever it's going to have to deal with its whole life anyhow. So there's a couple different schools of thought on that. I maybe should check with some more update. Look at that. Oh, that's where you're talking about hooking it with the bucket hooks. Heck yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
So we need to. I wonder what those. Well, I need to ask Steelwrist what those bucket hooks are. What they actually call them. It's probably got some super Swedish name.
We're just gonna call them bucket hooks.
Wait, American bucket hook. Yeah.
I think I was able to get both of these ones.
No, why are you grabbing them long ways? They just pinch better that way. The geometry works that way. Look, Keith feeding a third one in there. Oh my gosh, I can hardly handle this. That's too much. That is sweet.
Yeah, it worked
Man,
out.
Jeremy would be proud. Look at that.
Yeah, he would be.
That is so cool.
He's gonna be mad I thought of it first.
Yeah, well, you see, his yellow hose ones don't do that. Well, heck yeah, folks. All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. That was fun. Folks from Auman Landscape YouTube channel, all that stuff. Mr. Keith, Mr. Tyler here. Thank you for your first YouTube appearance. Folks, we'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you. Awesome. Heck yeah, guys. That'll be fun.